So, how do you approach a project for one of the largest technology companies in the world, whose slogan is engineering the future? I mean, that moment is when you realize that you have a good project coming up, that you have a challenge ahead of you. When this company approached us, it was to do one of their first offices in Malaga. And we know that Malaga is becoming one of the most interesting cities for technology companies to come and start growing. So, I mean, these people have offices all around the world, so it was very important for us to make a good impression on them and making them feel that Malaga was one of the right places to settle. So the client gives us a full spec of requirements, and we have to analyze and create the figures that are inside of that program. So then we start organizing that inside of the space that we have in the building. And what you create is, basically in this project we created two areas. The center, where you have the most private and the more secure areas for the client, and then all the perimeter where you keep all the working stations. Now we have the natural light, which is one of the most important things. So the workstations are closer to the natural light, and then the center of it gives the more secure and the most difficult access for strangers to access to it. That was the main structure that we wanted to follow. And when you organize the pieces so well between them, you keep the maximum efficiency for space usage, which was one of the keys for the client also. Lighting is one of the most important parts in these projects, and the materials that we used in the walls have to represent the technology company that we're working for. So it's important to keep those parameters in mind, and for us to make an effect of natural light in the indoor space as if you were in the outside was very important. It gives a sense of limitless and spaciousness in an office area, which is not so common. Well, it was a very interesting collaboration. We had a team that was coordinating us from the UK, from London, and another part of the team was here in Malaga. Obviously, not because this was a technology company, but also because of the situation that we are at. We had to go through a lot of Skype meetings and computer conferences. And that was a different way to approach a project for us. And maybe they are more used to it because they are all around the world and they have all this technology available for them. But for us, it was an interesting new exercise that we were not so used to. When you put all this together, what you're looking at is a technology company, but it's not only that, it's the way you live it and the way you spend your work life. And it's very important to bring the work life and the personal life together and have harmony in the space that you're working at. So it's a very important part of our work to make people feel as if they are in their natural atmosphere. In the end, we humanize technology.